Hello and welcome. It is Wednesday morning, the 4th of June 2025. Thank you so much for joining us. My name's Jenny McCormac. I am an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator based in the market town of Brackley, which is in Northamptonshire in the centre of the UK. Thank you so much for joining us. On our Wednesday morning sessions, we focus on an online exclusive product or one of our kits, and I think I'm up to date with all of our kits, although 2 new kits were released yesterday, the 3rd of June. So I thought I would focus on an online exclusive which actually is on the last chance list. So when this one has gone, it's gone, but it is still currently available, and it is also on sale at the minute. The stamp, which is a cling stamp, so a large foam backed rubber stamp, was £19. It's been reduced by 20%, so it's now £15.20, and it is still currently available here in the UK. If you're in other markets, so South Pacific or America, obviously that may or may not still be available. So I thought I'd just do a simple card with this. I haven't quite decided whether I'm just going to leave them uncoloured or whether I'm going to do a spotlight technique. You could also fussy cut around some of these. I think the sample online has a window with these caps at the bottom, and then this has been cut round here. That's quite a good line to sort of cut. So let's just have a go and get this card underway. So it is a large stamp, as you can see, and you could use a stamping platform, or you can just ink up and stamp, which is what I'm going to do with this one. And I'm going to use either grey granite or basic grey. I normally would use espresso, but I thought a grey might suit this particularly. And in terms of colourways, I've actually got a grey granite base card. So this is half an A4, so cut at 14.85 centimetres, scored at 10.5 centimetres. I've got a smaller layer that's going to go on the inside, and I also thought I would do a pretty in pink layer. So this is going to be the finished card, 1, 2, 3, like that. I've left this piece larger so that it covers the whole of the stamp. I've got 2 pieces just in case I need them, and then what I'm going to do is trim this down rather than have a small piece and get covered in ink. Needless to say, I could still get covered in ink anyway. So good morning to you, and thank you for joining me. If you're here live, do say hi. It's always lovely to know who has joined us. If you're watching on catch up or replay, whether that's Facebook or on YouTube, then a welcome to you obviously too. I haven't taken the backing off this, but I think I will, just because it's going to make it nice and easy to sit onto my layer here. And I'm trying to work out, that is the base. It's quite closely cut at the bottom. But it's got the whole of the stamped image on. So what I'm going to do is ink this up. It's nicely stuck onto here. Place my card on top, which coincidentally is the same size as the rubber stamp, but it was just an offcut that I had. And then take it from there. So let's try grey granite, because that's going to match the colour of the card base that I've got. I do like to have a slightly darker outline, so I might need to do one in grey granite and then try one in basic grey. If you have a stamping platform, obviously this makes this a lot easier, because you can ink it up, stamp it, and then if you need to make it darker, you can re-ink it, or if you've missed a bit, you can re-ink it. So this stamp is larger than the card I'm going to create. So saw how much ink I've got on there. It doesn't look like a great deal. I think I probably need to re-ink this card, this ink pad, sorry. But let's try it and see. So I'm just going to carefully place this like that, let it fall down naturally, and then I prefer to use another piece of paper on top even if my card is larger, just so that you're not rubbing the card itself and you're more likely to move it potentially. So this is Meow Mates. Plenty of cat images on here. Okay, so if you can see that, it's quite pale. So I'm going to do another one with basic grey as well, and then I can decide which one I'm going to use. Now, because the colour is similar and I'm going darker, I'm not worrying about cleaning my stamp. Obviously, if you were changing colour completely or going from basic grey to grey granite or smoky slate, then you would definitely want to clean your stamp in between. But going darker is fine. So I hope everybody is well. It's a bit brighter here. We had rain yesterday at lunchtime, but it brightened up in the evening, afternoon and evening I should say. Okay, let's try that. So I'm going to use my other piece of paper, card I should say. Let's drop this on here. The key is not to move that card. There we go. So there was a dog set, I think it was called Doggone Days, but I don't think that is available unless it's in the clearance rack. So there was a dog one first, and then they brought out the cats. So just good pressure all the way over, hopefully. Lift that off. Yeah, that's better. There's more definition with the darker ink, obviously. So while I'm here, I think I'm going to just do another one of those on the other side, just because it's all set up ready. Good morning. Monica, I believe, has joined us, so thank you for joining. I hope you're keeping well, Monica. So just inking up this background stamp. I've just left it on my surface, so it's sticking really nicely. So this is basic grey. This was grey granite, which was just a bit too light, so I'm just going to do the other side. Like so. Piece of paper on the top. And just give it a good pressure. Now you could fussy cut some of these. You could also punch out some of these and not use it as a complete image. I haven't actually decided what I'm going to do. Okay, let's wipe this off and pop it back in. Good morning, Scott. Thanks for joining us online. I hope you had a good afternoon yesterday after coffee and card. Okay, so just cleaning that off. So this is Meow Mate's whole sheet of cats. On offer at the minute, £15.20, and when it's sold out, that's it. We won't see it back again. So my layers for this are going to be basic grey, pretty in pink, and then I'm going to cut an element of this down. So let's do that first, and then I can either do a spotlight technique. Let's see which bits of cats I want. Let's just trim this edge off. I know that the measurement I want for this will be 9.5 centimetres wide by 13.85. So having cut the right hand edge where I want it, I'm going to turn that round to get 9.5 centimetres. This I could put on the inside, a little line of cats there, by 13.85. So it's always best, unless if you want a particular part of it, is to anchor one side and then cut from there, if that makes any sense. So that can fit onto there. I'm going to do the same with the other one. Let's just cut this little edge down because I can use this on the inside. Let's see. It's 1.5 centimetres. Literally just the sliver off the edge. There we go. Let's trim this at the top. And that can go on the inside of our card. You could also pop it on the envelope. And then let's do, I'm going to do it from the right hand edge this time. So just going to take that little piece off there. Bottom is fine. This is going to be 9.5. And then 13.85. Like so. So I've got two bits to play with. Let's trim this one down as well while I'm here. And if you are stamping large stamps, it's definitely worth stamping a few at the same time. Even if you don't use it there and then, pop it into your stamp case, because then you've got it. If you need to do a card in a hurry, if you want to do a sorry for your loss of your pet, for example, then you've got them to hand. So I would always store them in the stamp set. I do the same with any masks that I create. Pop them in with the stamp set, and then they're ready, rather than store them somewhere else. Okay. So I've got two pieces for the inside. I've got enough here for 2 cards. So I think what I'm going to do is spotlight technique with this one. I'm just trying to see which cat or cats I might like. So this is a 2.5 inch punch. I'm going to make it a little bit smaller than that. I've got 2.25. And what I'm going to do is, you can punch it out and then colour an element of this. That's quite cute. Got like a little kitten in there, isn't it? So this is going to be one card. I'm going to colour these bits in and then pop this up on dimensionals. So let's do that really quickly. So I've got all my greys and browns here. Obviously you could have ginger cats, you've got tortoiseshell cats. I've just got a complete mix here. Let's see what I've got. Light crumb cake, dark grey granite, dark smoky slate, that's an old one, an old blend that is, not an old colour, dark crumb cake. These are probably all crumb cakes. And smoky slate. So I've got these ones here. And this was one reason why I wanted my detail to be quite dark, so that you could pick out the individual animals. So what I'm going to do, I'm not going to do the whole thing, I'm just going to do sort of 3 of the cats, I think. 1, 2, 3, or maybe 4. And leave the other elements of cats uncoloured. Could have done that little kitten a bit more yellow. Maybe I will add in a bit of orange or something. So there's one. Let's see. Let's do this one here. And if you can leave a little bit of white space, it'll make it look a little bit more natural. Obviously we've got the eyes and the nose, so you could do the noses in a pink if you wanted to, the eyes in yellows. Like so, there's that one, looks a bit like my young man. Morning Carol and morning Babsy. Thanks so much for joining us. What have we got? Let's try. I really want a sort of orangey one, I think. Let's try. This is dark, this is actually another retired colour, dark pale papaya. And I will lift this off because obviously this is quite a small element of the image as well. So I'll lift it up so you can see it a little better. I'm hoping you can see that okay. And let's go for let's see what I've got to hand. I've got some browns as well. It's quite dark. Let me just see. I don't want to lose the detail, that's why I'm not picking up too dark a colour. Let's try this one here. Because this has got some detail already stamped. And I guess this could be yellowy orange because it could be a tortoiseshell. I'm going to leave a little bit of white there. So I hope everybody is well. We're into June, so we have new online exclusives available. So, sorry, we have 2 new kits available, and for demonstrators we have pre-order of our new online exclusives. Sorry, get carried away. So some lovely new items coming. Right. I think I want to make my little ginger cat a bit more ginger. So this is light pumpkin pie. There we go. Just for speed, I'm going over the whole thing. I just realised there's a paw there that I've missed, like you do. There we go. Okay, so there are my 4 little cats in there. Obviously there are other elements of cats around the edge, but this is my layer here, and I'm going to pop that one up on top. Now what I could do, thinking about it, is punch out a larger circle in this pink. If I've got enough space to punch one onto here, yes I will have, to make that stand out a little bit more, she says, hopefully. So what I'm going to do is just draw this bit in, and then punch a larger circle. So I did start with 2.5, didn't I, and then dropped it down to 2.25. So I'm hoping, so I'm just avoiding that little bit there. I think that should work, because I'm going to cover up the gap. So that's there, that's there, and then my cat's there. Now, I've done that in pink because I thought that'd be really nice with the grey, but actually I'm not sure I like it with the colours that I've done the cat. So I might just switch that out for, let's see, this is the new colour, Timid Tiger. So I might just replicate that and then use the pink one for the other piece. So this is Timid Tiger, so I'm just going to replicate what I've just done with that background layer. So the background layer measures 10 centimetres by 14.35. It's only because I don't like the pink with that. Simple as that. So this is going to stay the same. It's going to go onto there, and I just need to punch out the larger circle in Timid Tiger. Right, because I can use that one for the other one. Okay, so this is going to be my layer. Actually, it doesn't matter which way that goes, does it? Go? That's, yes. No, it doesn't matter, Jenny, because I'm going to cover that up and put that on there. Yeah, I'm happier with that. So let's put that part of the card together. This is one of the strips that from that cutter from the edge. That's going to go on the inside. So just a straight amount of glue. So this is going to go, I'm going to put this on the base card first because this is the one with the hole in it. so. So I've got 1/2 centimetre around the edge. This is then going to go on the top. Like so. So nobody will know that there's a great big gaping hole between the two. And then we've got these layers. So what I'm going to do is put this one flat and then put the Timid Tiger layer up with dimensionals, which reminds me, I think I need to order Timid Tiger blends pens. Go. That's going to go on there like so, with some dimensionals. Quite sure why I have a new packet, not an open packet. Okay. Just putting 4 on there for support, and then I can add a sentiment. So this would be great for welcoming new cats. And in fact, my daughter and his girlfriend are about to adopt 2 cats, so maybe I need to do one of these for them. One is completely black and the other is black and white, so I need to find a photo. Okay, I could, let's see, I did have a white layer for that, which I think would be nice on the inside. And so let's attach this first and trim it down, like so. So we had a great card making class on Saturday in Buckingham. Our next one there is the 28th of June. That'll soon come round, won't it? And I also have forthcoming Team Day on the 15th of June and a customer pick and mix day on the 22nd. So it's all go this month. It's going to go on the inside, like so. Make sure I'm putting it on the right side the right way. Always a bonus. Okay, so there is that one. I need to add a sentiment, and then for this one I think I'm just going to layer it onto black and then grey granite. I have a grey granite card, fortunately, and amazingly a piece of black that fits. Love it when it works. So this one I'm going to leave as is, but I am going to pick out 2 of the cats and colour these in for my son and his girlfriend, and it'll be a surprise because he doesn't watch my videos. They are currently away on a cruise to Norway. I'm not sure if they've got to Norway yet. I didn't really check the itinerary. But there we go. So that's going to have a welcome on it, and I'll pick out 2 of the cats that look the most similar to the ones that they've got. And I do wonder if for this one things. So in this She's the Greatest, which is one of our stamp sets of the week, this has got a little paw print, and it's also got pet and cat, mum or pet parent, and a cute little cat on here. I think I'm going to have to put those little paw prints across the bottom. But what I was thinking was whether in one of our ephemera packs we've got something that would be suitable, because this has lots of different messages. And I wondered if, oh, I've changed the colours, otherwise that would have worked. Just seeing if I've got something in an orange. That Celebrate would have worked, but I've used those. Howdy. Birthday. Just wondering if there's anything in here. Now I've changed to my colours. That would work. I don't think so. Let's have a look at the sentiments. I just think you're picking up that orange. So you get so many in these packs. There's a hug, or a paper hug. And it's your birthday, all the best. Oh, Happy Day would work for the arrival of the cats. What a milestone. Yeah. Consider yourself hugged. Oh, my love and thanks. Today's about you. So proud of you. Hip hip hooray, today's your day. I do recommend getting one of these packs, even if you have lots of stamps and sentiments, just because they are pre-die cut. I wonder if that would work. Consider yourself hugged on the cats. You're the icing on the cake. There's just so many to choose from. So let me put those to one side. Party time. And I'm just going to stamp this cute little paw print, just because it's adorable. So you could have Happy Pet Day. World's Greatest Pet. Right, let's pop this cute little paw print. I think like going off piste is there. I was going to keep this nice and short and sweet. I've done it again. You'll just have to speed me up on replay. Simple as that. Right, let's grab a small block. Not quite as small as I wanted, but it will do. Basic grey. Just try it. Cute. And I think these need to go on the envelope, don't they? There we go. How cute is that? I'm hoping you can see those. I quite like that. Consider yourself hugged. Oh, Happy Day. I'm going to deliberate on my sentiment and then pop one on, I've decided. So this one is going to be for my son and his girlfriend Jess. I'm going to pick out two of those. So when I've done that, coloured them in, I will photograph that. And then this one here could just be a birthday card. Obviously you could keep it plain and do it as a, you know, sorry for the loss of your pet. card, but I just think that's really cute. So thank you. So this is Meow Mates, on offer at the minute, £15.20. And you can say you can cut out small elements, you could punch out elements, or you can use it as a complete background. And our stamp set of the week is one of two. So we've got She's the Greatest and He's the Greatest, and as well as obviously all the female family names. We've got these flowers, you've got, as I say, the cute little cat here and dog, the paw print pet cat, and all the other ones that go with it. So thank you so much for joining us. I will finish these off and photograph them for you, but I wanted to showcase the stamp, really. I just got slightly sidetracked. So thank you so much, everybody. I appreciate you joining me today, and enjoy the rest of your morning, afternoon or evening, depending on where you are from and when you are watching. Thank you so much. I'll be back again tomorrow evening, Thursday the 5th of June, 7 PM UK time, for more of our stamp set of the week, featuring She's the Greatest and He's the Greatest. So I hope, oops, sorry about the reflection, I hope you'll join me for that. And if you buy these this week, I'm giving a special price if you buy both together, She's the Greatest and He's the Greatest, and you'll also get the elements to make the cards as I've shown this week. So thank you everyone. Have a great day, Monica, Scott, Carol, Babsy, and anybody else who's watching. Bye for now.